Happy New Year.
Hello, Deanna's mom. If you're still there. We love you. Welcome to Fate's End.
Hey, Teresa, how's it hanging?
Welcome to Fate's End, a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons game driven by fate. I will be your tail weaver for the evening. Once again, happy Pride Month, everyone. If you don't know, the Snonk Pride emoji is back, so get on that Snonk train and share the pride of the Snonk nose. You can tell that just came out of my brain in a flurry of... Let's go ahead and get into our announcements. We want to shout out Tabletop Audio at tabletopaudio.com for the ambiance and music we use from time to time. All of this audio is amazing and completely free to use in your own games, but please consider supporting Tim on Patreon so he can continue to make amazing sound sets. We currently support him and encourage you to do so well. We'll put a link to his website in the chat. We also want to shout out Joint Chiropractic. With all the stress of fighting monsters, even adventurers need adjustments to keep the magic flowing. Visit one of the Joint Chiropractic's 700 nationwide clinics, where they aim to provide affordable and convenient chiropractic care to all communities. Answer the call to adventure and get your first examination, consultation, and adjustment for only $29. We also want to shout out 9 Realms Gaming. They create top-notch gaming accessories from the finest woods this realm has to offer. You can visit 9realmsgaming.com and use our exclusive partner code LIAR10 to get 10% off. And of course, we want to shout out Mithril Armory. They create unique tabletop RPG items for everyone to enjoy on their adventures. You can grab their Tin 20, which my cast is going to show up on screen, and you can also grab D&D graphic tees on their website now at mithrilarmory.com. Shout out to Sirenscape for the ambient sounds, music, and their online player that we use on stream. We do use their sounds from time to time as well. And a reminder, of course, that Stargazer's Guide to Aurora is live on our website right now. You can get the PDF and start playing in Aurora today at inkandlyre.com, but also available on DriveThruRPG. You can also grab our Astral character sheets, NPC star charts, and our Astral Game Master Suite that includes an initiative tracker, magic item maker, and printable condition markers. So go check that out now. Also, I have a really big announcement. I think Danielle and Ma is going to be very happy to hear this, but Fate's End episodes are now available in podcast format. We are currently releasing an episode a day until we catch up, so we haven't caught up to the latest one just yet, but we've been releasing one every day for quite a while now, and we are catching up. But you can, when we do catch up, you can listen to that as well. That is now available in podcast format. That is Command FE Podcast. Daniel, that is our new command for that. And you can listen on your favorite podcast platform as well. And you can actually listen to Iron Valor too. Iron Valor is actually caught up, so you can actually catch up with Wildman on the Witchlight through that as well. And that is IV Podcast if you would like to check that one out as well.
You can check it out. It's not caught up, but
it's close.
Is it close?
It's close.
There's a new episode coming out every single day for the next 2 weeks, and that's true for Fate's End too. So every single day there's a whole new episode coming out as we go through.
I was incorrect. I apologize.
You're good. You're just gonna be binging day by day, catching up. It's beautiful.
But I think that is it. Other than that, I believe Finlay is going to be recapping us from last session. So with that being said, time has come. Let's draw our cards for tonight's episode of Fate's End.
Well, here we are. Prioria's coronation ceremony. We worked so hard to get to this point, defied death more than enough times, made a few friends along the way, and finally killed the Shade Witch in one of the 7. The Rithanawe family is safe, we're safe, and the kingdom is safe. Now it's time to have some fun. Ludin, of course, spent the majority of the morning muttering to that cursed doll of his, Cynthia.
With all this hair that you have gathered, Cynthia looks up at you holding her little pair of scissors. She goes,
"You make me stronger, Papa. But I don't want you to get in trouble. Will you wait outside the door for me?" "Don't worry. You made me stronger.
Okay.
Esperise decided to recruit some of Prey's little siblings to spy, rouse chaos at the party, and in particular, embarrass her father Helianthus.
Lots of snacks.
Well, that's very nice. I would love to hear about all of the snacks and just, what people are saying tonight. Whoever can bring me the strangest things that they hear will be winning. She's going to reach into her little boho bag at her side, and she's going to pull out the bird's eye maple ring that will let you see anywhere.
With Akron's interior design expertise, the party came out perfectly and matched Prey's taste.
I want to use like a combination of like plant growth and speak with plants, right? To like have grow the vines, and like if there's a tree, I want to like enrich the tree and have like the roots and stuff and like the branches like grow really like overgrown and like really really long and everything. And I want to use the speak with plants. I want to direct them all to kind of like to hold all of the trays and be like the host of the servers for the evening.
The queens and kings of each court attended this party, and each were graceful and enchanting in their own way, with glittering snow on their attire or antlers that climbed to the sky. But between you and me, they didn't hold a candle to Prey, and you won't believe what she did to her appearance.
Pariah steps out in a kind of gossamer gown. It's a kind of light gray, kind of silvery material like spider webs. And it shimmers as it folds and cascades around her. From it sprout lavender and crimson flowers and glowing mushrooms. It's very understated, and it's got a low cut back, and you can see that on her back she still wears the dagger of her ancestors, and her crown sits on clean, no blood, sits on her kind of moonlit glowing hair, which for the first time is cut very short around her ears.
Esperise learned that her brother will be taking over their court soon, but he'll still remain under his father's control. It's inescapable. But you can't tell Reese that. She makes the impossible possible. So she went to the Queen of the Summer Court to bargain for regency and for the freedom of her mother.
My brother is Avriel of the Summer Court, and my father is Helianthus. Why I must speak to you privately is that I am very concerned that Helianthus is not following the rightful line of succession, as I believe that it works within the courts of the Fae. That he is passing on his title to his son, but he seeks to continue control even after he passes on his title. That yes, his son Avriel will answer to you, of course, as you are the queen. But above that, Avriel will always have to answer to Helianthus.
I didn't know Samir, but I'd like to think I'm getting to know Samson pretty well. His love runs deep, even if you have to wade past the lectures and the harsh words sometimes. He's lived a long life full of harsh realities, and this was another. I wonder how many times he's had to say goodbye. I hope we never have to.
I couldn't leave the Feywild the way it was. And I had to take her name to ensure that she would return. And if that is the cost that it is, I'm glad to take it. I've been tired for a very long time. The party lingers on. And I'm guessing you stay in the study the rest of the day, the rest of this celebration, Samson. Priaria, you dance and you swirl around as this happy celebration continues onward. And as you prepare to make your speech, You look down, and you begin to crack your knuckles, and your joints feel a little stiff as you try to shake the nerves away. The entire night, you've been trying to shake these nerves away, feeling just your muscles just stiff and sore, and you look down at your fingers and you notice the tips of your fingers are wood. Where your fingerprints were, you see the grain of wood. Down to the first knuckle bone, you are having so much trouble trying to bend your fingers there. As it slowly transitions from wood to flesh. Oak, actually, it looks like. And you hide your fingers for a moment. And you remember price must always be paid.
Happy?
New year. And we are back. So, jumping into our session this evening, the party comes to an end. In very, very early hours of the morning, despite the fact that the summer court, the sun never goes down. The children, some pass out hanging over the trees. The trees are basically carrying them off to bed because they have finally broken their sugar high. You see a variety of treants begin to move them through the windows and just kind of tucking them into sleep. You see Gwyn, she's got a giant pot of honey. She's fallen asleep with her arm in the pot, and her head's just kind of lulled off to the side. The rest of Prearia's siblings, who have, of course, had devoured chocolate that Luden had provided to them the entire night, are basically found in various locations, in various interesting positions, almost as if once the gas and sugar immediately ran out, they just conked right out, doing exactly what they were doing in the moment. And it seems that they, out of all the Fae, probably had the most fun, and well worth it, as they have been through quite a lot. The party dies down. The leaders of the summer, winter, and autumn court, they bid Prearia adieu and thank her for such a joyous occasion and for inviting them, or this coronation. And they leave with their entourage of protectors and guards. The rest of the guests, most of them are soldiers. They begin to sleep for the night. Some of them already packing up a lot of their utensils and equipment, ready to march off to go home. Because the war is over.
Where's Healy at?
Helianthus?
Yeah.
Helianthus, after being chased around by Gwyn, Helianthus is without cape, of course, or cloak. He looks completely exhausted, red-faced. He does fetch Avriel, and he attempts to take him back to the estate.
If I could just have a moment of your time before you head out.
Are you saying this to Helianthus?
Yes.
Right. He looks very flustered, and his hair is just kind of he's sweating. And
well, first of all, on behalf of Her Majesty, I would like to thank you for being here this evening. We greatly appreciate your guesthood here.
Right. Yes, on behalf of Her Majesty, thank you.
Secondly, I very much look forward to visiting the lands soon to see what my new responsibilities might be there.
New responsibilities. I believe you're mistaken. You'll be going back to wherever it is, the material plane that you came from. That's what all you've been talking about, is that not?
Oh, I am so sorry if there is any confusion at all. You do know that your Queen of the Summer Court has appointed me regent of your lands, yes?
I'm sorry. She... What?
Yes, well, I'm sure the paperwork will all be worked out over the next several days, but you can expect a visitation by myself and my friends within the next 2 to 3 days. Thank you so much for your hospitality. I don't want to keep you any longer. I'm sure yourself and your men are very tired.
Ivriel, let's go. And he just grabs his son by the shoulder and just begins to walk off. And he looks pissed. He looks furious.
And then I'm going to walk off. I'm going to take the bird's eye maple ring out of my pocket. I'm going to take Gwyn's little arm out of the honey pot, stick the ring on her finger, and put it back in the honey pot.
It's too big, but there's so much honey on her hand that it's almost like an adhesive, and it just like right to her finger.
She definitely won that ring. She worked hard. She made us proud.
And she's like, it's very cute.
Esprit considers like prestidigitating her so she's not like a sticky, dirty little child anymore. And then she's like, the understanding that Esprit has picked up so far, Prayaria's family, is that they enjoy being dirty and sticky. So she'll just leave her like that.
It'll take everything, her entire willpower to not clean the child.
This sticky, gross child. Yeah, but that's all Esprit is up to right now. Is anyone else doing things as dying down?
Before I forget, I do know Prayaria had the opportunity with Akron. I know last session that she wanted to address the entirety peoples to tell them that she was not going to be staying. So I would like to offer that opportunity to kind of backtrack for a moment to allow Akron and you to address the entire court.
Can I make an offer that I think is really funny that Helianthus tries to leave like partway through the speech and I'm like, hold on a minute. So these are happening concurrently?
Yes.
Okay.
Gwyn's already passed out. That's going to be private later.
Just a little later in the evening.
Yeah.
Just holding her.
She's just slumped like the fireman hold, just slumped over your back.
Just slowly picking up Prayaria's siblings, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So things start to die down. I guess Akron will just kind of look over at Cray for, like, I guess the signal or whatever.
Yeah, now she's gathered that it is time, so she will. I guess she'll just take a glass and like do the toast thing, where it's like someone's got something to say. Tink 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 tink.
Yeah, and as the queen taps the little glass and gets everyone's attention, Akron will join her over by her wonderful throne. I'm guessing that's where you're sitting, right?
Yes.
And everyone will look and he'll adjust the crowd and say, "My friends, today has been a wonderful day, a glorious day. Today has been a day of celebration and a day of coronation. Today marks a new dawn." And he'll look at Prayaria. "Today, the Rithanawe family is restored." And he'll look at Averia. He'll say, "Order is restored." He'll hop down and start walking through the crowd. Addressing everybody, looking him in the eye, and he'll say, and yet, this is the Feywilds. Whispers and rumors find their way into the most mundane conversations, even at events such as this. He'll kind of touch a vine as he walks by and say, even the plants talk. Well, let me be the first to address these rumors and calm your fears. They are true. Your queen is indeed leaving the Feywilds.
Immediately, everyone's just like looking at one another, and there's just kind of like this hush over the crowd and some whispers amongst each other as this happens.
He raises a hand to stop the whispers. Gestures back to Akron to continue.
Yes, she's leaving. Prearia is returning with the Silent to face an enemy that threatens to end all life on the material plane and in the Feywilds. The Seven of Severance, harbingers of the apocalypse. He looks over at all of the royals as he says this to kind of gauge their reactions as he mentions the seven. Like, do they know about him? Have they heard this before? Is this news to them?
You see they kind of like do the thing where it's like you've got their attention.
Good.
The way you said that, Brandon, I swear. Good.
There's the Shade Witch, Elrixis. He'll look at her sister. Say, enlisted the power of these seven in the war against Prearia. In doing so, opening your homes, our homes, to their influence and corruption. So yes, Queen Prearia planned to leave with the Silent shortly after her own coronation to undo the final curse left by the Shade Witch. Because a true ruler is not found behind the safety of castle walls, barking orders from the comfort of a throne. No. He'll look back at Prey, across the crowd, across the room, and say, a true leader is found on the front lines, shoulder to shoulder with her friends, staring our enemies, in their empty, soulless eyes. My friends, the war for control of the Feywilds has ended. But the war for the fate of the Feywilds is only just beginning.
Brandon, you can have a free luck point to use whenever you wish for that. It doesn't expire after a long rest. You use it whenever you wish. That was amazing.
So the entire time, Prearia's head is held high as if to say, there is to be no argument with this man. These are the words. This is what's happening.
You watch as the mood of the crowd just runs through a series of colorful emotions, from worried to concerned to just like there's an understanding of the fact they lived for so long. There are reasons why, like, they understand the laws of the land and they don't question them, and things are the way that they are for a reason. So I would say that most of them are logical and they would understand the situation. And as this kind of happens, you watch as the leader of the spring court, the satyr with the curled, double-looped horns, kind of leans forward and he goes, "And who will rule in your stead? For surely a kingdom cannot be without a leader."
At this point, Prearia will stand from her throne and she will extend a hand to her mother. Bryson is standing off to the side.
She would have been standing, behind you, to the side behind you. She stands up and she steps forward, and your mother she is fearless. She steps forward, that same strong face that you have remembered so many times just growing up, even in moments when you would be crying, how strong she was. And she steps forward and she takes your hand and she lifts her chin just as you have. And
she will guide her around and seat her in the chair, in the throne. In my absence, my merhead
Mirwin.
Mirwin, yes, thank you. In my absence, my merhead, Mirtwan Wirthanawe, will rule. I have nothing but the utmost faith that you will love her and that she will love you. I trust no one more. She squeezes her mother's hand where it's still in hers.
You watch as the queen of the Winter Court, her long dreadlocks pooling over her shoulder, she kind of sits forward and she looks to you and she goes, "Of course. If you are the queen that we have seen thus far who has led armies and fought on the battle lines, surely your mother is the one who raised you to be so. And surely she will be in an excellent position in your stead."
She has, and she will.
She looks over the court and all the people just kind of looking at one another and just kind of watching what happens. And you can tell, those of you with high passive insight can tell that the leaders of these courts know it's very important to instill confidence in the people because they are also leaders. And if they show that everything will be okay after all this has happened, then the people will feel that confidence as well. And as the Winter Court speaks, they begin to kind of relax a little bit more. And then Avarius speaks up and she says, "What my sister did was atrocious. We believe, the Summer Court believes, that your mother will do an excellent job just as you will, and that there is nothing to fear, and we will make sure that the Feywild remains intact with this great danger."
We cannot thank you enough. I go with a lighter heart.
And the rulers nod their heads, and the court bows their heads as well.
Ferrari just kind of bows her head to her mother, and then toward everyone. And she breathes a lot easier.
Although, you know that Gwyn still doesn't know you're leaving. But that is a conversation for another time. As you look over and you see Ludin just patting her back, completely passed out. He kind of turns a little bit and you can just see the honey just dangling and down the back of his cape as it's just dripping down off of her fingertips. And she's just mouth hanging open, drooling, passed out on his back.
Yep, that'll hurt, but that'll hurt later. So.
Yeah, I think we have to stay in the Feywild now. We can't betray Gwen again and leave. I think we have to be here forever.
You've already told her twice.
Take her with us, right?
We need to take Gwen on our mission of
I think we
patriotism.
just have
Yeah,
to take her
you
with
just,
us.
I was about to say, you want to take Gwen with us to go, maybe she
If
can take one of the
we've
7 too.
If anything, we've proven that she is a valuable source of information gathering.
She's very useful.
Right?
Hey, it's all of them. If we're going to take one, we got to take all, okay?
They're all future felons, so
Hey,
it's
Ludin, how much pie you got left?
6 slices.
Just shove it.
We take
Just shove it.
Take 6.
All
It's just
right.
gonna be slime.
All right, we're about to fight one of the 7. Now, keep in mind, if you kill it, you're gonna have to pay hefty price.
Gwyn levels up 5 levels.
Look, if you kill him, you get 5 bars of chocolate every night for a week. It's done for you. It's dead.
You're gonna die in some horrific way, but you'll have
Get chocolate before you go.
He's gonna be like a level 10 5-year-old.
So the party ends. Guests begin to leave. Soldiers begin to sleep, and some pack up. Some immediately pass out in their tents. You all notice Samson is missing. He's been missing for a while. And Praeria, of course, you stretch your fingertips and crack your knuckles, and do you hide your hands at all?
So they definitely look like wood.
It looked like from about to your, I want to say that the first knuckle bone from your palm, from here to here,
Is wooden.
wood.
What kind of wood? Is it like a nice spruce?
Do you want it to be a nice spruce?
I don't know, just like for aesthetic purposes.
I
But for the
thought,
rest of the
rich
night-
mahogany, because that's like a wood of elegance, or oak. Oak would probably make more sense for a phase.
Yeah. We'll think about it. But for the night,
Foreshadowing.
Think about the aesthetic later.
Yeah. She will disguise self on her hands.
Everyone, where's Samson?
Finn, you're way too loud.
Probably off somewhere.
We're trying to sleep.
He tried to escape.
Oh my god. Luda's just like trying to cover her ears.
Sometimes Samson dips out of parties early. This is something he does pretty consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what if this time he's just trying to
Finn.
leave us?
Why?
What?
This
Why?
is his house.
I don't think he's going to leave us. At least not tonight exactly.
Okay. His house and find him? Maybe he's like lonely and crying or something in
Well, Finn, why don't
the
you go look for
library.
him? Why don't you go look for him? And we're gonna put the kids to sleep because there's like 10 of them or 8 of them, and
Yes.
they're hanging like as Ludin like pulls one of them down from like whatever the fern is. and
Up
they're
and like hanging out from the
everywhere.
pergola.
What do you mean?
Like you
put
just
them
see
to
a shoe.
sleep?
You see a shoe hanging out.
They're already asleep. How can you put them to sleep if they're already asleep?
We're going to move them somewhere that is appropriate to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Go find Samson though, and then call us when you find him. And then
It's like an Easter egg hunt, but with children.
Yeah.
give this one
Hey.
that much chocolate, so it shouldn't have made it that far away.
Reese, do you want to come with me?
Yes. Yes. She's like, should I make the children not sticky? No. They would have told me. Okay.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, Luda's just looking at Akron. Akron, use the plants and see if they could, meet us at the room, please. As he's carrying at least 2.
Yeah, Prey's got 1. It's like there's like 5 to go. Come on.
Oh, right. Yeah. So the vines will come and wrap up the other ones in like little cocoons and just
Oh,
lift them
On
up.
point. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go take them to their little rooms and tuck them in. My little soldiers did their job.
Prey will help with that.
Your soldiers, is this the beginning of the Ludin army?
Oh god.
The Ludin army consists of sugar hide children.
The most impressive.
Sugar squadron.
Are you all right? Was he acting strange or something earlier, or is it just general unease you're feeling?
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like. I mean, Samson said he wasn't going to be with us for much longer, so. I don't want him to, leave without saying goodbye, you know? And that would be like him. Like, to slip off without saying goodbye.
It would. I am now regretting giving my ring away just a moment ago, but we can find him, absolutely.
Do you think he was like in his bedroom? Or maybe he's like in the library? Or maybe he's like drinking out of his one cup in the kitchen or something?
I believe that we saw him leaving into the woods, didn't we? I said that in accent, but I think that was a question for Lauren, because I was just sitting there at the table staring at everyone for a long time. Would I have seen Samson leave, or was he sneaking away?
I don't think Samson was sneaking away. I don't believe so, Daniel. But he would have left, and you would have, one of you at least, whoever has the highest passive perception or whatever, like Ludin would have probably seen him walk into his estate, but he never came back out.
You win the estate.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll look. You're right. That's very much in his style.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Hopefully he's not like with anyone and,
Well, I did earlier on. Queen brought me over to take a look at something that was happening in the bushes because she thought someone was dying, and they were more having, the little death. We say in Elvish, do they say that in the Isle of Ancients, the little death, la petit mort?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel goes, no. What I'm getting here is Finn's going, yeah, I totally understand what that means. I don't know what that means.
Esperis will assist you in whatever it is that you are doing.
Okay, we're gonna walk in the manor and be like, Samson!
Okay, well, Esperis are gonna do that.
Samson, where are you?
Like an investigation check if we're just looking for him?
Let's look for footprints. There's gotta be some in the dust.
People have been staying here for a week or so. It's just perma-dust all the time.
I mean,
Alan brushes it over with dust.
Finn's being really, really loud. You would probably hear in the distance, Samson!
I love that your Finn voice is exactly the same as the Snog voice. Brother in arms.
Yeah, I mean, so after the events of last session, Samson just went to the library to put his little Fey bottle on there. He also went over to, he also went and grabbed a shield off the wall after that, and I think he would have gone back out to the balcony wherever he and Samir were. And so I don't think Samson answers because he's just hanging out. He's turned into, this little like gray and black blink dog. And he's like sitting near the balcony, just kind of chilling. So if Samson hears his name being called, he's just like, it just barks a couple times.
Did you hear that? I think that's him.
You think he's a dog?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a reasonable assumption. Okay.
It's either a dog or a horse. Let's go.
Okay.
That's like his favorite way to turn into things.
Okay. I will head upstairs with Finalai.
Do we find dog Samson?
You head upstairs, you wander down a couple corridors looking around. It's a very big estate. It's a very big house. Eventually...
Could you bark again?
Marco!
Dog? Okay, thank you.
Eventually, you do see Samson just kind of sitting as a blink dog on a very large open veranda kind of balcony.
Just tail wagging there, hanging out. A couple of bottles of drink wine already sitting on the precipice or whatever.
Is there like any bowls?
The cups are kind of like bowls.
There's cups? Okay.
Yeah, there's cups. Cups.
Ben will take out the alchemy jug and fill it with like wine. Samson, if you wanted to come up here, I mean, if you want to be a dog, you could also come to the party.
I think at that point, Samson's like, well, this is a question. I can't be a dog anymore. So no, Samson will just kind of like he was like head down on his little pausies, overlooking the sunset and all that, but he'll just kind of roll off as a dog. So you see his legs go up crazy, and then he turns back into a person as he rolls over on the balcony. I mean, I just I needed a little bit of time to myself for a minute. It was getting a little bit much over there. I haven't been gone that long, have I?
We're
I
just
mean-
finishing things up.
Okay.
A couple hours. Are you okay?
No, I'm not actually. And he'll just kind of like lean back on the balcony and stuff, and you can tell there's like Samson's looks a little bit different, like physically. Before when you saw him, obviously he's in his new form, but he looked just like any other regular elf would, but it's noticeable that there's a small change in Samson physically. Like he's just a little bit more gaunt than he normally is. It looks like his arms are like just a little bit longer. His skin's a little bit glowy in a way that it wasn't before. It's almost got like a sheen to it, as it were. And he's just, I don't know, he's just a little bit different in about 100 different minuscule ways.
And we'll reach out and like take his hand and like look at his arm. Why do you look so shiny?
Not sure yet. I think Samir had to go away, and I don't think he's coming back.
Where did he have to go?
Okay. You can tell Luden and Akron, but you can't tell anybody else, okay?
So we can't tell like Prey? It's like
Oh, you can
narrowing
tell.
it down.
You can always, this is something Prey already knows, so it's fine. Like, you just don't tell anybody else outside the party, Samir is gone. Like, we don't, over here on this side of the world, people don't really die, per se. They just kind of move on and they go over somewhere else. Samir has gone away to whatever purpose, no longer in this life. And he had to, because he knew Prioria's true name. And so I had to help him with that. Because no one can have power over prey.
The only way to end the power is if the holder dies.
I wouldn't call him dead. He's dead in all the ways that matter, I suppose. I think that's the only way I know of it's easy. Never tried anything else, I suppose.
Is it like the way Fallon's dead? Or he can still talk to you?
I don't think so. I think Thalen can only talk because he's not ready to leave. Some would say that I think Thalen is waiting. And I don't think Samir's going to do that. I think he knew this was coming. Kind of expected it, I should say. But no, I don't think we're going to get to talk to him again.
So, you miss him, and that's why you're not okay.
Yeah. Or I'm going to.
I'm sorry that you had to do that.
We'll take some of Finn's alchemy jug wine Thank you for saying that.
I'll sit down next to him, just on the balcony, on the ground. Esprit doesn't normally sit on the ground, but she'll sit down on the ground next to you.
Samson smells like tree sap. Never has before. He just does. It's a little bit like, as you get a little bit closer to him, it just smells a little bit like a tree.
It's like maple syrup.
No.
She files that away and does not comment at this time.
So what anything interesting happened while I was gone?
Well, this was a little bit ago, but I don't know if you heard about it, but Thalen threw a rock at the back of Finalai's head.
That checks out.
Just really excellent aim, almost beamed him right off the edge of a balcony.
That was a long time ago.
No, but I didn't think that Samson had heard about it, and I thought he might like it.
You know what? Thalen has a great aptitude for pranks, I would say.
Really? Did you prank together?
No, but it just threw rocks at people, I guess.
That's a
We call
prank,
that-
actually.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
It is, though.
Crazy.
But see, it sounds like Thalen agrees with Finalai, and it sounds like you might be being outvoted, Samson.
You know, it's very possible. Very, very possible.
Do you want to, if Finalai, you would like a glass, and I could have a glass. Samson, would you like to do a toast for your friend? You don't have to. We can also just pour one out over the balcony.
No, we should. He would prefer a toast. It's much more fun.
Okay, I'll pour some into one cup, into Esprit's cup, and then into my cup. And then I'll fill up Samson's again.
Samson will put up his glass and say, "To the responsibilities we wish we didn't have." And
Dear old friend.
To lots of really cool parties that were done in his name.
Samson will drink his wine as much as he can. Well, you know what? I'm about ready to hit the hay, I should say.
Fair enough.
Samson, you're not gonna leave without saying goodbye first, right?
Leave where? Here?
Like us, you know? Like you're not just gonna slip off or anything.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't know if you know this, but I think I'm like the official Queen's bodyguard now, so I think I have to stay close to whoever Prey is all the time.
So does that mean if Prey comes with us, you're coming with us too?
It means that if I run off in the night, Prey's coming with me. If you're all just gone.
So we basically have to just make sure Prey doesn't disappear from our sight.
Yes. We should have been doing that the whole time.
They have been. Everyone always know where Prey is all the time, except for right now.
Yeah, I've always kept Prey in my sights, actually. All the time.
Where is she, Finn?
Well, last time I saw her, she was with Akron.
It sounds like the last times right now.
Right, well. Good night, Samson. We'll see you in the morning. Good night.
Yeah, I am. I go to bed. I assume we all leave the balcony. I don't know if it's. Well, y'all can stay there.
If you want company, you could ask us to. You don't give you company. Just not fun to sleep alone.
It's a very small bed.
We can cuddle.
We slept in a really small bed, in Salt Snake Brand. Where was it? Sable. I miss us sleeping with everybody. I miss us all sleeping in the same room.
Now, why do you have in so many rooms, Samson? It's very inconvenient for Finn.
And you know what? This is a real problem. Yeah, maybe Thalen had the right idea in the first place. You know, I don't know. I guess we could have got a hotel. That would have been cramped.
Yeah, but crammed in like a good way. I miss the days where like all of us were in the same room and we were like, Luden, come on, come in the same room as us. And he was like, no. And he would like shut the door on us. And then we'd be like, please. And he'd be like, no. I think he'd sleep with us in the same room now.
Maybe. I think he's enjoying having his own room tonight. So.
Samson's had his own estate in the Feywild for a long time. I think he looks very confused. He's gonna take his wine and leave. Like, no, I don't relate to that at all.
Yeah, I'd love to think that it's around this time that Luden's making his way up to go find Samson, and he just sees Samson, and then he sees like Esperise and Finn. He goes like, "There he is," and then he goes directly to his room.
I can't wait till we get to the material plane again, where we have one hotel room to our name because all the rest are checked out.
Have you been calling ahead and saying, make sure they're all booked up before we get there? Okay, actually, I will join you in just a moment, Finn. I'm going to go on a little bit of a walk. I think but I'll be there very soon.
Okay, see you later. Have a good walk.
Thank you. I'll tell you all about it. I'm gonna go to Akron's room. In the middle of the night. What's Akron up to?
Akron is I don't know if it's the middle of the night. Akron's probably asleep. He's been drinking. It's been a good party. He's probably like turning down for the evening. Like he's probably like getting ready for bed, I would say.
Okay. There is at first a very gentle knock on the door. And then if you're already asleep, or if that doesn't wake you, there is a slightly more knock on the door. Still polite, just firmer.
Come in.
I'm not disturbing you.
No. What's up?
Sorry.
Are you okay?
Yes. I have. I wasn't sure who would be the best person to. The Queen of the Summer Court just told me that if my father should happen to die, she will look in the other direction. And that additionally, that Avriel will not be free unless my father is some sort of not there anymore.
Uh-huh.
I don't... Sorry, this is big topic. Do you have space for this kind of conversation right now? I know it's late. We've been drinking.
He will quickly craft two little chairs out of some vines and some wood, and he'll slide one over to Esperise, and he'll plop down and have a seat.
Thank you so much.
Talk to me. What's going on?
Trying to convince myself that I don't want to kill him. You know, that he is a very small man, you know, and that I don't have to kill him anymore, that I am larger than someone who is full of anger.
As she's talking, Akron will get up and walk over and just close the door back behind her. Then lock it and come back and sit back down. Okay, so you want to kill your dad?
No. I reached the point. I feel like I've reached the point where I don't want to kill him. If that means anything.
You don't want to, or you don't want to have to?
I kind of love that I have to. Is it bad?
It is what it is.
Oh. Oh no. That doesn't sound good at all.
No, I'm a little...
No. It's right. This is why I ask you, because you are so not like this.
Not like what?
I think you called it human last time.
Well, I don't know. I've been feeling a lot different lately, but not in this sort of way, though. I listen. Havriel's not my favorite person, right? Like, so I get it. Then again, he's not my father either. I'm not gonna tell you that it's okay. I think you know it's not. But
I want my brother to be free.
Mm-hmm.
And I want my mother to no longer be kept in his creepy mind palace garden ghost thing. And it is practically an engraved invitation. You know, it practically makes it okay, I feel, but I don't.
There are forces in the Feywilds that we don't really see or understand, right? And I think that fate might be one of those things sometimes. Evriel, he's made a lot of decisions himself. He's his own man. And at some point, karma comes around to balance the scales. And it just feels right now that karma comes in different forms. And it just feels like karma has decided to grant you an opportunity to live out its work. The fact that it needs to happen kind of, it doesn't matter if you think that, if you love it or not, right? It's just something that you might have to do.
Okay. I just so stuck on thinking, is this what my mother would have wanted? But
Your mother would have wanted you to protect your brother.
thank you, Akren. I will let you get to bed. I very much appreciate you. And I will speak to everyone over breakfast.
Anytime. Thanks for the chat.
Thank you for thanking me for bringing murder to your bedroom at midnight.
Oh, come on. That's not anywhere. That's not even the weirdest thing that's happened in the past couple of weeks.
Good night, Akren. I'll see you in the morning.
All right.
Shout out to Dire Bear GM for the raid. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to the stream. Esperise, you leave his room. Finn, as you're walking alone back to your room, you turn the corner and see standing at the end of the hallway, Cynthia. She's standing there and you see strands of different hair colors, some green, some thick, but a variety of different colors. And she just stands there looking at you, her cracked porcelain face.
Come play, Finneline. Come play.
You don't scare me, Cynthia. I've killed, like, plenty of 7, which are way more powerful than you. And you know what? Ludin's my best friend. He was my best friend first. And he likes me more than you.
Her head just kind of, like, cracks down to the side, and, like, her eyes just flutter open. Like those dolls that when you lay them back, their eye... Well, she doesn't have any eyes. I forgot. She doesn't have any eyes yet. Black eyes. Just holes in her head. But her head cracks to the side, and she just kind of looks at you, and you just hear tiny cracks as the cracks go up the side of her face, up to her eyes.
Finn holds his ground. He's thinking like, oh shit. I'm gonna instigate this doll again. But he will, because he is who he is.
You're not afraid yet. But are you afraid of what you can't see, Finneline?
And she just disappears.
I was about to tell this doll off. Look, bitch, my dark vision was taken a long time ago. I'm used to not seeing shit.
I can never see any of the battle maps.
And you just hear like footsteps, just like little like as the porcelain feet hit the ground, but you can't see anything. You just hear click, 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 just very quick, click, 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 all around you.
He's just like, I'm not scared of you. He's like rushing to his room.
I'll be watching.
And you just hear just the footsteps just echoing throughout the empty house.
Why?
My God, Daddy! Like, listen, bitch! I haven't had dark vision since Arc 2.
It's episode 10.
I can only imagine Alan watching all this, just like, ew, what is that? What is that?
All right.
Tries to throw a rock at her, and it's like,
watching you.
Ow! So you all take a long rest, unless there's anything else anyone would like to do before morning. All right, you all take a long rest then.
Just have nightmares. That's it.
You just Samson, please roll a d6 for me.
I rolled a 2.
All right, you are able to take a long rest.
And I'm no longer exhausted.
Hell yeah! It's because you got so drunk that you just fell right to sleep.
I guess. This stuff's gonna kill me. Eventually.
All right, morning comes. As you all wake up, you do notice a vast majority of the army out in front of the state. Most of them have already packed up and left. Some of the ones who partied a little bit too hard are still, packing up their supplies. But you can tell that the majority of the army will be gone roughly by the end of the day as the war is over. You all make your way into the breakfast room, because it's that kind of place.
Luna's probably cooking, doing his thing, using the last bits of the chocolate that he made a lot of, maybe like some muffins or whatever. Put some chocolate muffins in the morning. He took this morning to not train because he's good. We won a war. We're about to head home. It's all good, Luna's.
Why are you teeing her up like this, Christian? I don't like this at all.
Because Ludin doesn't know anything, so this is what he's thinking.
Esperise is standing at the breakfast table, just standing at the head of it, and when people come to the room, she's gesturing to chairs for them to sit down, and just standing at the end.
You're like escorting like people in, like yeah.
No, I'm just standing at the table. You come and you sit down. I gesture you to your seat. You just wait for everyone to arrive. I see like a full of nervous energy.
You see little Gwyn scuffle down the hallway, and you hear her feet dragging. And as she walks into the room, she looks like she's suffering like the worst adult hangover. That her hair is just matted up to one side, and like you can see like a trail across the bottom of her lips down to her neck where she's drooled. Her eyes are sunken in, and she's got bags, and she just kind of like scuffles over. She looks down, sees the chocolate muffin. She goes, "Is chocolate in that?"
Yeah, but I have this for you. And Looted will walk over with like some warm milk. And it'll be like, this always cured my sugar hangovers. They can be pretty bad sometimes.
But when the mare had drink lots, she say she drink hair of dog. Do you have hair of dog?
Looted will just take the warm milk back, I guess, and walk over to Bray and be like, hey.
Just pretend that's just like, oh, yeah.
Like, I have no idea what hair of dog is. But maybe tell her
hair of the dog
it.
that bit you.
We'll go back to cooking.
Yeah. Prey will take it, put a little cinnamon in it, and like bring it back. Like, here you go.
She takes it. She doesn't even lift it off the table. Drags it and just like her eyes aren't focused on anything. And she just drinks. And she just when she downs it and she just like puts her forehead down on the table.
What did we give these kids? A spring break bar?
Be okay. Luden says as he just continues to stare.
Then we'll go over to Luden and be like, "Can I help? I didn't know you knew how to cook."
You know how to cook?
Yeah, I can do like whatever you need me to.
Okay. And Luden will just give Finn a spatula. Just stir, bro.
Okay. Just start stirring.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Wait, why haven't you been cooking for us this whole time if you knew how to cook?
No one asked me to cook for you guys.
We didn't know you knew how.
Well, that just goes to show you shouldn't assume things about people, Finn.
It just goes to show you that everyone has little surprises about them, like, all the time. And people are so cool and special, and you have so much to learn about everyone.
Is there anything that you want to tell me, Finn?
Just that I'm really going to enjoy these chocolate muffins because they were made by you and me. Like, best friend, chocolate muffins. That's it.
You just hear like a crack. You have no idea where it came from.
Just saying.
You hear like a crack of like glass, like it's porcelain. You have no idea where it came from though.
Okay, Finn. But whatever you say. And Luden will keep cooking.
I'm going to take like 2 handfuls of chocolate chips and dump them in the batter and continue stirring.
Oh my God.
So much.
I said stir.
No consistency, all chocolate.
It's just chunky.
Finalite.
You're going to eat those. You're going to eat those.
Finalite, you look back where you were sitting and there's a muffin sitting like on a plate in front of your seat.
That's nice. On my chunky muffin.
Is there a knife in the muffin?
Hyde has a razor blade.
Cut into it and there's human teeth in there.
It's just hair. It's just the excess hair she took.
All right. Well, everybody take a muffin. We're going to need some food for the trip back. Let's do this.
Esperise is going to make eye contact with Prayaria and then look at the child at the table and go, does Gwyn wants to be somewhere else.
She's asleep. She's asleep. You hear snoring softly.
Let me just
No, that's, if she's asleep, that's fine. We don't need to disturb.
I just in case.
Dog hair
I'll
did
be
its
right
job,
back.
y'all. That's all.
Frey will just like scoop her up and like take her back to the room so she can sleep and she'll come back.
So thank you all so much for joining for breakfast, like we always do. I know I have some last minute things that I would like to wrap up in the Feywild. That I am doing my best to make sure it is as quick a path as possible, because I know we are all on fast track to get home. Understand and appreciate this, but there is the issue of my brother and my mother still, entrapped within my father's home. So I'm trying to expedite that process as much as I can. I can report that yesterday I had a good conversation with the Queen of the Summer Court. She has made me a regent of a lesser court, so that is very nice. If little title now, very nice. So if there is some way that Helianthus could be made to have less of a claim over his own...
Esperise, can you just, say it? You're... Come on.
I believe modify memory might not work so well on him. Essentially, in order to ensure the safety of my family, I need that man's mind destroyed.
So we're gonna kill your dad.
If that is the only way to do it, then yes, but I would prefer to... I don't know entirely how the Feywild works. Obviously, I am not from this area, but do you remember when we all first came to the grove and we saw that man sitting in the orchard, having been sacked of everything he once was?
Yes.
Yeah.
He could not possibly remember a true name at that point, could he?
I don't think that man can remember much of anything at all. Maybe not even his own name. A butter biscuit, take a bite.
So that's what you wanted.
I don't know the exact mechanisms of how these function, and I am, of course, comfortable with murder if this is a faster and easier task for us as a group. It just feels...
Hey, what you want to do, Esperise?
I would like for him to suffer in the way that he has made others suffer. And I would like my brother and mother to be free. I would like to see if there is a possibility of draining his mind.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure if the apples and whatnot work on Fae. Akron, do you know?
I know.
I know it doesn't affect me too much.
I don't think it does affect Fae the same way it affects humans, right?
No, the apples do not affect Fae. And quite frankly, you guys would both know mostly the bare minimum, in the same way that we all know roughly how wine is made, where you take the fruit, you ferment it.
I lived in the orchard, right? I feel like I would be very intimately involved in that process at some point.
That's true.
That's true.
That's a good point. I would say you definitely know none of those apples would be able to work on a Fae. However, you would most likely want to speak to a head Vintner to see if there's some other fruit in the Feywild that exists, maybe, or maybe Samson knows of some other fruit in the Feywild that would be potent enough.
The apples ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, that's definite. You know that the apples will not cut it.
We need a stronger fruit, a more exotic fruit, like a pineapple.
A pineapple.
Where can we find a pineapple?
I don't know if they're off.
Oh.
Well, they wouldn't be exotic if they were just all over the place.
So the Silent is now looking for pineapples.
Well, if it doesn't take too long. But it sounds like it might be within the realm of possibility. It is something that
Would some of the winemakers know where we could get some of these like where some of these more exotic plants might grow? If we went and talked to them.
You know,
we used to have a wine guy who worked for the court specifically. Priori, did you hire a new one yet, or is it the same guy from last time?
She became queen.
Our wine guy.
queen literally in like less than 48 hours.
She's like,
everybody here last time was fired. I don't like you all. You're
who was
Samson.
well, you know,
Clean
it's
house.
funny. Who
Completely
was the last Vintner? The last guy who was in charge.
Samson, you know that in the Spring Court, there is the oldest Vintner known to exist in all of the Feywild.
And what's his name?
His name
is
Victor.
is Grubbles.
Grubbles.
Grubbles. He's a red cap.
I'm going to, with all of this happening, I'm gonna look at Esperise, who has presented this to us, and I'm gonna say, "What? Oh yeah, I think Ackman's right. I know the apples have no effect on me, but if there is a specific fruit here in the wild somewhere that would help us, Grubbles would know. His vineyard is not maybe an hour or so from here. We take the horses, but we could go talk to Grubbles, and then he would be able to tell us what he knows."
Every time that Samson says Grubbles, Ludin's face just like scrunches just a little bit, like he's trying to figure out what type of animal, what type of speaking animal Grubbles is to have such a strange name.
You just hear like giggling and like.
Probably Vintner.
Yes, Samson talks about Grubbles with great respect as someone who supplies the very finest of wines. Just an incredible vintner. He said, "Yeah, Grubbles. He's a winemaker. He knows all things. If there's anything to know about Fey wine, he's the one."
This store be called Grubbles Bubbles.
He is very good with like the champagne styles.
Grubblies
So
Bubblies.
Grubblies Bubblies.
It is now.
There's a whole chain.
The Silent are about to become his new marketing team.
Grubbles Bubbles.
Well, I know we are on a timetable, but if we have the leeway to do this, I would be very appreciative if we could make the time for this engagement.
Well, if Grubbles can help us, like, how do we do it? Do we just like knock him out and then like attach like a tube to him and then put it in like a bottle?
Well, if the wine's as potent as, if it's as potent as they say, we just need to get him to drink it, right?
No. So what happens when you make Fey wine is you eat some sort of, like we sold mortals, they were eating the apples, and then the Fey wine was magically derived from that.
Oh, so no like tubes involved.
No. And so in this case, if we want Elianthus's memories and Elianthus's brain, he would need to eat whatever it is. Or, it would be better if we'd go ask Grubbles. I think he would know for sure.
Okay.
Yeah?
Better hurry though, because shoot, I think tomorrow is Finn's birthday in the regular world. Ludin will stand up and start putting the chocolate like in little I feel like bags for the journey at some point. But lets everybody eats their breakfast and stuff like that.
If my birthday is tomorrow in like the normal world, does that mean my birthday is like in a month or like last month?
I think it's in a month.
Does that mean I get 2 birthdays?
You guys are having birthdays?
Akron, do you want a birthday?
Yeah.
Your birthday is Finn's birthday. Now you guys share.
My birthday is my birthday.
Yeah, no, I want my own birthday.
Well, Beggars can't be choosers.
Look, if you get your own room, I get my own birthday. There's so many days.
Yeah, there's like 305, 7,000.
I feel like I have lots of choices. Why can't it be today? Is it any of y'all's birthday today?
Oh my God, because we're doing something today. Akron, we don't have time for your birthday today.
Maybe we can get birthday wine from Grubbles.
Yeah. How about that? We'll both get birthday wine, Finn, and we both share any. And we both share any with Luden.
Yeah, I can't drink the wine anyway. And
I
boo-hoo. Suggest you should probably not drink the wine.
Because it tastes delicious. I bet you wish you had some Fey armor on so that you could taste this wonderful wine.
No, I'm pretty good, bro.
It's not made for mere mortal lips.
Keep talking, Akron. Lou's keep getting his chocolate. No more chocolate muffins for you.
You know what? I will keep talking. I don't even need chocolate muffins because I have Fey wine.
Yeah,
and it goes great. And it goes great with Fey. It's gonna pair great with Fey cheese later.
Yeah, guess what? You're not even gonna remember it, so it doesn't even matter.
Why are we making this into muffins if we can just eat the batter by itself?
I would love to think this conversation is happening like
the whole way there.
We're just carrying the bowl.
Oh yeah, I have something I have to do if we're leaving. Are we getting ready? Are we packing up? Are we suiting up for adventure?
Are we planning to go straight from Grubbles to Helianthus's estate, or are we planning to swing back by here at any point?
What would you like to do, dear sister?
Oh, whatever is easiest.
So, and whatever's the easiest is the thing that you would like to do.
Well, I want to be sure that Samson has time to say goodbye to his home before we leave the plane.
So let's mind melt your father, and then we'll say bye to everyone before we leave.
And we'll have to come back, I think. I mean, most of our stuff's here.
Okay, fantastic.
So, like, yeah, I think
overnight bags are here.
Yeah,
most of our stuff here. So.
We're only taking our carry-ons. Our full luggage is here.
Yeah. I'm just wearing just got our adventuring gear on us, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll go hit up Grubbles, and then from there, Grubbles will let us know what, he might have the ingredients on site. We don't really know. But we'll just go see what Grubbles wants, or what we can get out of Grubbles for this.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your connections.
To Grububs. I guess I'm gonna get on Bzzzt and follow along. I guess Samson is the dude that knows where this place is.
Yeah.
All right.
As we're heading out and we're getting all of our stuff together, Samson's gonna come strutting out of the house. Got all of his adventuring gear. He's all suited up. He's holding. He's got this kind of like, I don't know. I'd say it's probably about 20 to 24 inches wide, circular sort of shield. He's holding in both hands. And I'm bringing it up to Akron. Like, hey.
Yo.
Hey, I got something for you.
Really? Oh, a birthday gift?
Yeah, exactly. I bought this. I thought you would like this. And I thought it might help you out as a reward for being the grandest knight all of Fae has ever seen.
That is what they say about me.
So I hand him the shield, and it's almost all silver, round. Flip it over, and there looks like there's some sort of like Fae oak kind of emblem on the front, right, with a rising sun that would come up. Except there is a massive like baseball-sized hole in the decoration where the shield has been clearly very, very damaged, and it's been repaired and melded and welded all back together.
Luden sees this and will walk over to Akron and like, hey, can I have my shield back since you got one already?
Can't let me have a birthday gift, can you?
This has nothing to do with your birthday.
Look, just because he give now, you want to take from me? Is that?
I gave you a bow. I gave
today
you a bow.
Of all days. Today of all days.
Today's the day.
Your birthday could be tomorrow, bro. I just need that. I just need the. Okay, well, on your birthday today, I will exchange it for something even better. Here, take this vial, and he gives him one of his vials of Fey wine. Like, I just need the shield.
Give him his stupid shield.
Thank you. And Ludin walks over to Finn and hands Finn a shield. He goes like, here you go, just in case.
Why do I need this? What do I do with it?
Not even Finn's birthday yet.
Man, we could get more shields. Are
Is
we
it a
low on
sled?
shields?
I don't know. This is a shield. It helps you shield yourself. What is? It's okay.
Isn't that what magic is for?
I don't know. I mean,
looking like a true cleric, Finn. Like that.
What if you don't have magic?
Well, thank you for this present, but it doesn't count as my birthday present, so you still need to give me a present tomorrow.
On your birthday. If
tomorrow.
we don't
and
make
in a
it
month.
back tomorrow. No, what? It's tomorrow's is a month.
Twice.
Okay.
Yeah, but okay, tomorrow it's tomorrow, but also we'll be in the material plane, in which case it'll be a month. So also,
I should have never brought it up. That's
you know what, Finn?
Let's
That
go.
makes sense. I think we should celebrate both our birthdays again when we get to the material.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
just belated. Yeah.
Exact. What? Yeah. I mean, this is my first one, so I've got like at least 6 to catch up on.
You're so good at math.
That number is a little like the scope is wide, but it's not wrong.
It's even more than that.
There's at least 6.
At least 6.
I guess this is the conversation that was happening on the way to
Yes.
All right. You all approach this massive vineyard estate in the Spring Court. Fields as far as the eye can see, filled with large, plump grapes that itch at the back of your throat for a drink. Fireflies. No. Pixies. Swarm around, weaving to and fro between the vines. They pluck grapes from the vine, placing them in woven baskets hemmed with lush moss. Up on a hill, you see a very large villa that seems so bright it emits its own light. Large vats of grapes on the east end of the estate are being crushed by large treants, and a swarm of fairies flurrying around their heads from time to time like gnats causing trouble. And you see the treant kind of bats them away, and you hear a small chime of giggling from the pixies. As you approach the estate, you see the oldest red cap that you have ever laid eyes on, overseeing the winemaking process. It's a wonder that he can even see. Not that he's blind. No, the folds and the wrinkles on his face are so deep they seem to pool over his eyes into his cheek folds. His bones crack as he walks using a cane. Every now and then his right leg gets really stiff and he uses the cane to kind of whirl it around and smack himself, propelling him forward once more. The skin on his cheeks sag profusely, and he looks to be baring his teeth in order to keep the skin from dropping over his mouth. And he seems to be tallying production.
Wow. How old are you?
Yep. I mean, he just came out and said it.
Somebody had to.
He just goes, "What do you like to know?"
Yeah, that's why I asked. How old are you?
I don't even know how old I am.
Lord Gribbles, he's clearly old enough to know how to have a good time, right?
That's what I'm telling you, what, boy. I know how to have a good time. And you watch as he looks over at Ludin for a moment, and like he goes, "Well, look at you. Those are some fine kneecaps you got there. Good for jumping, eh? I bet you play a mean game of leapfrog." And he taps his cane against your knees as he talks.
Yeah, I played a mean game of leapfrog.
Yeah, I guess right every time.
Lord Grubbles, do you remember me? Might not have. It was only not very important. I can see not. So, Lord Grubbles, my name is Samson Martis, and
Oh, I know your name. You're married to that Fallon.
yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. And I've been working with the Queen for a little bit, and I know you don't see too well, but she's here with us.
I see just fine. Besides, Sight's 50% listening.
Luda just shakes his head. No, that's not right.
Anyway,
That's a motivational quote if I've ever heard one.
Lord Gribbles, the Queen's here with me. We have some questions for you. Could we maybe go retire to your office?
Well, you are tall. Very tall. Very, very tall. Well, it's an absolute pleasure, Your Majesty, to meet you. I am just so humbled that you would travel so far to visit my humble winery. And he just bows very deeply, and his skin just kind of drags against the ground for a moment.
Prairie would just lean down to shake his hand.
He shakes it, and he cups it in both hands, and he just kind of nods and bows his head. His hands are very warm, and he smells of like cinnamon bark.
Well, love you. It's so nice to meet you.
But yes, we can go inside. Brute, if you just make sure that's an order for the Winter Court. You picked this. Yeah, right this way. And he just
I would like to quickly note what the Winter Court drinks. Okay.
You kind of peer over, and you see these. You see the edges of the vat are covered in frost. Almost like if you've ever seen ice cream being made, there's just this layer of frost outside of the canister. It's just covered the outside of this wooden vat, and you see inside these kind of white. They look like white grapes almost.
Dippin' Dots.
Yes, exactly. But they're very white, and they have this almost kind of bluish, very very light bluish tinge to it, and but even just walking close, you feel the cold radiance of whatever it is that they're crushing.
Cool. She'll note that in case she ever needs to send a little gift.
What a queen. You are led into the villa and back into a small... It's the home for a red cap. Just as Gandalf walked into Bilbo's hobbit hole, you all immediately, especially Praeria, you out of everyone, because you are the tallest, you really have to hunch to get inside as he leads you in. The rest of you, you have to keep yourself hunched, or you're gonna ram your head into a beam.
You want to talk outside, baby?
Lovely home you have here, sir.
Oh no, thank you. It's been in my family for years. Right this way.
Hey, can't Samson mold earth? Can you make it a little bit bigger?
It's a really cozy little hole.
I could, but that'd be super rude.
Could somebody make us shorter, maybe? I know Irmer used to be able to do that. Magic folk.
I can polymorph you into a puppy.
I'm good.
I turn into a puppy. Just start prancing.
So, Lord Grubbles, where should we sit?
He leads you back to kind of a dining room area for you all to be able to sit, and he just kind of you watch as he kind of rocks back and forth as if he's preparing to sit, and it takes a couple tries before he lays his butt into the chair, and he just and you just hear cracking, and he goes, "Ow. Now what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Well, first of all, my name is Esprit Santia, the house regent of the estate of Heliantus. It is an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I don't remember Heliantus. He has a son. I didn't know he had a daughter. Well, aren't you the light of the summer court? Don't you tell the summer queen that I said that now. You don't want to give me old Grubby in trouble.
You're so sweet. Thank you. That's very kind. We were absolutely fascinated, myself and, of course, Queen Praeria Ritanawe of the Gloaming Court, in just the processes that you go through here in the creation of your wine. We have not been fortunate to spend our entire lives here on the plane and the really rich cultural history that you have here. We have some understanding of how you make sometimes mortal memory with a certain kind of fruit. Do you use many different kinds of fruit?
Oh, there are many different kinds of fruit, and very, very right of you to come to my vineyard. It is the oldest, and I make the best. Don't you listen now to all those other vintners. They don't know what they're talking about. But yes, many different kinds of fruit. Yes.
Something I had great curiosity of is, we've seen the apples that are sometimes even grown on the mortal plane. That is, for humans and other mortals, very tempting. Are there different kinds of fruits that are for different kinds of beings, or that's not something that you touch at all?
What do you mean? Most memories that we get it comes from the mortal plane. There's not many mortals here in the Feywild, but those memories that we do get, they do come from the mortal plane. We have what we like to call the memory catchers. Well, that's what I call them. They gather the memories for us.
And this is the apple trees.
Oh, yes, or they take different fruits across, and yes.
Interesting. Do you have orchards here in the Feywild as well, or is there no point to this?
Well, we grow the grapes here, of course. As you can well see, we grow a variety of different things. Are you looking for a particular vint that I could oblige to give you a sampling of?
Well, you will have to forgive me my curiosity. I grew up on stories of this kind of thing. Do they ever have wines that are built of the memories of a fae?
His folds wrinkle even more so as you say that. He goes, of a fae? Well, none of the grapes here will do that. But there is word that a fruit does grow that will do just that, though. Fae never go there. That's too dangerous.
Was Luden saying something?
Oh, I just said pineapples underneath my breath.
Okay. Oh, so it's just a legend. Or do you think this is a thing that really exists?
Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. Won't know till you go. Although I don't recommend it. I rather like this one. Was hoping to play some leapfrog with him.
I'm sure he would be delighted, yes. So
Luden looks at Esperise like, why are you doing this?
But just
I would like
so
to
we
know. Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
If there is such a danger, as a matter of security for the people, where might this place be?
Oh, it's not. It's a place where no court holds waver over. It's the ancient wild magic that is not controlled by any court. That's why it's so dangerous.
Now that is interesting.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna shoot a little glance to Samson. Like, does he know where that is, or do we need to ask this guy where that is?
I give the puppy like ears, and one of them flops over.
Fascinating. I am sure as such an learned and man with such vast experiences. Have you ever ventured there yourself or been anywhere close to it?
Oh no! Like I said, the Fae don't go there. We just know not to go. You ever been somewhere and it just feels wrong. You know why? But somewhere you just feel it deep in your bones that you should run, you should go. It's built in, and you just know that's what we Fae folk feel.
So to best avoid this place, we should avoid feelings of wrongness? Are there any other signs, like a particular landmark feature or cardinal direction that we should stay away from in order to keep ourselves and our people safe?
Oh, well, it's for nobody ventures out to, past the courts. If you walk far enough, you'll walk into one. You just keep going, especially out north. Oh, I don't recommend it though. Perhaps I could interest you in some other fruit that's a little more better for your health.
Of course, we have our new queen instated here. I am sure there will be many events in the coming month that she will need to seek your guidance on in terms of libations for her guests. We will be returning many times for this.
Yes.
Her counselor is here also.
Oh,
he's a dog.
The leapfrog. Yeah.
Oh,
what a counselor! It's strong. You need a good strong knees for a counselor.
Thank you so much. I feel it in my knees how strong they are right now. They're just bubbling with potential energy as
Back in my day, I bet your knees don't crack quite like mine. And he just moves his leg, and you just hear like a crack, 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 crack as he moves it. I tell you, I used to be the fastest red cap. Not anymore, though.
So what type of wine could you give to my queen?
Oh, is there any particular memory that you're fond of? Something sweet, or... He just looks at you.
At me? Or at Prey?
At Prey, because you're asking.
Okay, I was like...
I like, I guess, quiet place where you don't have anything to do. It's just warm, I guess.
I think I have just the thing. Just some left over, but basically the batch that we have going outside for the winter court. We bottle memories from fresh fallen snow, those who experience snow for the first time as it kisses and tickles the eyelashes. I think you'd enjoy that one.
That sounds lovely.
And he just kind of like, I'll get it for you, Majesty. And he just...
Ludin helps him up. He can't.
Ooh, yeah. You hold on to this one. He is gonna go far. Thank you. And he grabs your arm and he begins to walk towards the his cabinet to fetch.
Esperisa's gonna lean back in her chair and just kind of whisper to Brianna. So I do want to remind that all the memories you drink were ripped out of people's minds and they no longer have them.
Guilt tripping us.
It is rude to refuse. We don't have to drink in front of him or anything.
Yeah, no, I just don't know. Maybe we could move him in the direction of only taking bad memories. I have no plan to fix this.
I don't think they would take bad ones. It would probably taste.
Esperise is like, is this organic? Were these memories provided voluntarily?
This is not an
these free-range memories.
Free memories from the mortal's mind.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
Free-range
Are
memories.
these pasture raised?
Wait, does he only deal Fey wine, or does he also have like a regular vineyard too?
Oh, he has other things too. He has liquor and stuff. Like he has Fey wine, but he also has rum, sugar made from sugar cane and stuff. A full 5 minutes passes before he sits back down in his chair where his cabinet's only. And he passes the bottle to you, Priya. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you so much.
I'm sure you have a
Kinda
lot.
looks at Esperise and just puts it down beside her.
Sure you have a lot to do, Mr. Grubbles.
Yeah, don't you have an assistant?
I do. He's currently outside. Usually, he comes with me, but he's managing while I'm in here. I have guests, of course, and I have a winery to run. You gotta make sure everything is in check, and you know.
Yeah. Reese, do we have everything?
I want to, from Esperise's understanding, do we just need to get that fruit? Do we need a special kind of bottle or flask once we have the
You haven't
fruit?
asked him. You could ask.
We've been during those 5 minutes, could I just be like, do they have a little, a distillery tour where it's you look through the glass window and you see the flask? We can just go, how does this work? Or do we need to ask him? I'll just ask him to take us on the tour of his vintnery. And
you could just ask him about what he knows about the fruit or something. What he thinks about the.
I guess the main thing I feel like we know what fruit we need to get. It's when we get the fruit. Do we need special equipment to get that fruit to turn into wine once he eats it? Or will the wine bottle appear? Or what is that process? That's kind of what I'm hoping to get out of
the
our
memories. Some memories are. There's different ways to make different kinds of alcohol, as you know. There's making rum, making wine. There are different ways to make different liquors, as you well know. So, some alcohol that's created, like wine, you might have the individual eat the fruit. Others, you might go ahead and take the concentrate of the fruit, ferment it, and then have them drink it. There are varying ways. But he does tell you that if you want something stronger, a stronger liquor, it would be best to go ahead and take the fruit and ferment it and turn it into wine before giving it to them.
Okay. What Esperise is going to... He's a very old man. I bet he doesn't hear very well. So on the tour, she's just going to hang back for a second. Talk quietly. So I'm thinking, go get the fruit, come back, and then maybe he can help us ferment it at that point.
Alright, do we ever plan on telling him?
It feels implicating. I feel...
True, I just wonder if maybe you have questions about that.
Nah, man, he's just all about the knees. We'll be fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
Luden
give
will
those...
distract with knees.
just zip off your saucy little zip-off hiking
Okay,
pants.
Esperise, we can't. I'll just jump for him a couple of times, and we'll all be good.
And does it matter? Praise the queen now. Whatever she says goes.
But she's not his queen, I don't think. She's queen of Bloomingcourt and he is of the Spring.
He's still royal.
Yeah, but...
It's all good, y'all. Jumping. You got it. You got it.
Yeah. Go
if
sell
we-
yourself.
Come back with the
Don't jump
legendary...
up and down.
The things I do for my sister.
Nice work. Oh, sorry, we're coming.
Yeah, obviously. I guess this whole tour, we're just hunched over. My knees are feeling as bad as his at this point. Lauren, you were silent.
We cannot hear you.
I mute myself for the fan. The warehouse where the wine is actually fermented and kept and stuff is actually much, much larger and taller as these barrels are stacked up to the ceiling. Besides, like, he has treants coming to and fro inside, and it has to be big enough for them to actually walk into this warehouse and putting the barrels on like this, I don't know what you would call it, shelving unit for barrels. So you don't have to hunch. It's just his personal residence that's a little bit more cramped.
Gotcha. All right. Are we ready to go and come back?
As we come to the end of the tour, you see this smallest little mushroom. He almost looks like a toad, like a toadstool. He just kind of like skitters up, and he looks up at at Grubbles, and he goes, and he goes, beg pardon. This is who I told you helps me run the winery. There seems to be a pixie situation that causing mischief again. If there's anything else I could do for you, do let me know. I really must attend to this.
Thank you so much for your time. We will be visiting you again very soon, I'm sure.
It was an absolute pleasure to meet you all, and so good to meet you. Owe me a leapfrog now. You owe me a leapfrog.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, and he's like, I'm coming. Just don't be rude. Yes, the stains will wash out. And he just walks off.
Ludin will follow just for a second and try and like hang back behind the group. He'll be like, Grubbles, listen. We're gonna be back. I need 2 vials of whatever you consider birthday wine. Keep it a secret. And he'll hand him like 20 gold, like whatever this will buy. We have a weird thing about birthdays. This group, I can't
He takes the gold and he just kind of like bites it, and you see like he's missing teeth, and he goes, "Ho-ho! I will find some of the most interesting wine for the birthday friends."
Thank you. At least 6 years. Oh, I don't know why. That's the number. 6.
Oh, a 6-year event.
6 years. 6 years.
Numbers mean more than you realize. Did you know that the number
I got you, Mr. Grubbles, but I gotta go. My friends are leaving. And Ludin will hop up and down for him like once or twice and then run back to this.
And he just kind of like, he laughs and his belly just kind of rumbles. And he turns and he just kind of like walks off, and his little toad cat comes over and like kind of like, you watch as he kind of like smushes up against his right arm, his left arm, and just kind of picks him up and begins to walk like so because he's very slow. It's almost like being smushed into silly putty, and he just kind of like picks him up and just begins to walk him. And you just see Grubbles, his hat just moving like this as he moves around the corner out.
Oh man, what a guy! Little will run back over to the team.
So Esperise is like squatting in front of the dog going,
Okay, so north is that way. We just walk until everything stops.
Or we could fly.
Yeah, but just go, right? Okay, good boy.
I mean, it seems like y'all are just gonna feel bad all of a sudden, and I'm gonna be fine, and then we'll know that it's the place when I'm feel good and everybody feels bad, and it's not just like Maybe we all ate something. Well, I guess we'll find out if you're only human or not today.
Well, since you have the kneecaps for it, can you teach us how to leapfrog on the way there?
No.
Yeah.
Let's just play one long game.
I've never played. Sounds fun.
The knees on this guy, man.
Would that get us there faster, you think?
Yeah.
Only if Luden shows us how to do it.
Frogs are like fast, right?
Luden, you want to get back to the material plane faster?
Luden's on at this point. And he's like, are y'all coming?
Yeah, I guess we should probably just take our
the
cars we came in.
Right.
Just take those.
Oh, okay. On the way.
Take off and fly forward.
All right, and as you all begin making your way towards this uncharted, unknown land, I think that is where we will take our break for the evening. So we're going to take our break, and when we get back, we're about to find out what lies beyond the borders of any court in the Feywild. So we'll see you all in a little bit. Yeah, going to break. See you all in a little bit.
Lamentium, Floortide. These Zodiac-inspired powers and more await you in Stargazer's Guide to Aurora. Available on DriveThru RPG. Destiny is calling, adventurer. Look unto the heavens. Your story is in the stars.
Well, hello there. Of course you came to the grand dwarven city of Digbrand to see me. Ma Belle Pebblegrit, tale extraordinaire to kings, queens, heroes, and legends. Have you gazed upon my latest masterpieces? Yes, this one for you. Don't you see how it calls to you, speaks your name? You are gorgeous, darling. The colors, the line work, the gods weep in the presence of your beauty. No one has looked more stunning in a pebble grit design. Please, I cannot bear to gaze upon your perfection for too long. You can find this mesmerizing merch at inkinliar.com. Go and unleash your fabulosity today and help support Ink and Liar. Do stop by my shop again. You simply must tell me about all that adventuring thing. Well, ta-ta, darling.
From the pocket to the table in seconds. Never forget your 1020 at home. Only at mitheраlarmory.com.
Extra, extra, read all about it!
What's that you've got there, mister?
Why, this right here is 9 Realms Gaming.
9 Realms Gaming?
That's right, top-notch gaming accessories made from some of the finest woods this side of the city has to offer. We got your dice vaults, we got your dice towers, dice trays, hero vaults, you name it.
Oh my!
Careful now, don't swoon into traffic. You can mosey on down to their website now. Use exclusive partner code LIAR10 to get 10% off your purchase.
What was that code again?
That's LIAR10. LYRE10 at 9realmsgaming.com. Hurry, they're selling like hotcakes.
Now we're here.
Happy New Year!
Talk about spiders.
Spiders! Everyone list your favorite spider.
Brandon hates spiders, don't you?
All of them.
All right, Brandon's favorite spider is a dead one.
Did you know brown recluses can just melt your skin like a popsicle? Is that an accurate read of a brown recluse?
I guess.
That's what Lauren thinks, for sure.
We kill spiders on Fate's End.
I mean, it's true though. Like they can
Yeah.
really.
You could stomp that spider lady pretty fast.
I was about to say
Okay,
the last spider that you guys.
I'm looking at Wikipedia now of the complete distribution of wild and domestic brown recluses. They don't live in Nevada.
Yeah, they do. We have
Not
them in Nevada.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia's
Happy
fucking
New
wrong.
Year.
'Cause I assure you, we got them.
Okay, sorry, we'll go back.
After show is started early.
All right. Jumping back in, you all journey out past the zone of courts to land untamed, land unnamed, where no court holds sway and where magic is wild. You see in the distance, it looks like a large mound in the ground. Not as big as a mountain, but larger than a hill. It seems to be circular. I'm guessing you're flying, right?
Yes.
A ring of sorts. And as you get closer, Samson, and of course, Akron, and most likely Esperise as well, you see an ancient ring, a fairy ring, and in the center, a large tree. Though what you see takes you by surprise. The tree is barren, dead, though the plant life around it flourishes. It seems so out of place, surrounded by such thick grasses and wildflowers. 7 massive stones encircle the tree, 16 feet high and 8 feet wide, each a different color. Beautiful stones of the rainbow. Happy Pride Month, y'all.
This tree gay, y'all. Let's go.
Hey.
Hold on. Let me.
It's an LGB tree.
That's good. That was really good.
Gunslinger.
There we go.
Roy G. Biv, baby.
All right,
Roy G.
continuing.
Good job.
As you grow closer to the fairy ring, at first you see large plants, like sea urchins growing in the ground, but then you notice they are moving.
What do they look like?
How close do you want to get?
I got super eyes. I'll get as close as it looks until they start taking form.
Esperise has super eyes. Let her go look.
She has 5 feet super eyes.
From 100 feet up, they look like little like plants, little like white plants, almost like
They
sea
look like
urchins.
plants?
Like they look like little sea urchins.
I try to talk to him.
I knew it. He said they look like plants. They have plant molecules. Let me go speak to it.
I try to talk to him.
How close do you get?
Close enough to yell at him.
So like 60 feet.
Okay.
60 feet. Let's say
So-
60 feet.
You cast Speak with Plants, and
Uh-huh.
what do you yell down?
I go, hey! Can you hear me?
You just hear, and like a couple of them begin to kind of move around, and you see looking up 2 big, wide, black discs that look like eyes.
You can hear me. You can understand me. Hi! I'm Akron.
You move a little closer, and they just kind of tilt their entire bodies to the right, and you look closer, and you see they're about the size of a basketball, and just as round, with fuzzy fur that looks as soft as feathery down, and they waddle and roll as they walk, with large, flat feet poking out, and very large, disc-like, wide eyes with wide pupils just kind of stare up at you, a glassy stare as 2 fuzzy, bunny-like paws poke out, trying to keep their balance, and they waddle around the tree, looking up from time to time at the bare branches, and then back at you.
10
Are they-
gold. Like, Luda just looks over to Finn. 10 gold. You or Esperise or somebody's gonna have to go down there and save him. Because He's just not paying attention. He's just trying to talk to plants like he always does.
I'll do it. They're so cute.
Are they plants though?
They're not. They're not. From high above, they look like little sea urchin plants. But as you get closer, you realize, oh, these aren't plants. They're little creatures.
I go, they're not plants.
Oh, it's my turn. All right, so Ludin flies down. He goes like, my turn, and he can't speak with animals.
Hey, check out.
Maybe they only speak through love.
Hey! He just screams.
Hold on, let me see what language they speak.
It's
These
love.
guys are fully sentient. These are like.
We will have
Why are you talking to us like this?
We will have established that they are not either one of those things.
Do you speak Sylvan?
Everyone except me speaks Sylvan.
Oh, come on.
I can loot it just like, well, they're not plants and they're not animals.
I'll come help.
They speak back to you. It's in a language you don't understand.
He'll be like, I think they're eldritch beasts. It doesn't make sense.
Who's next?
Let me look at their intelligence too. Okay.
Pray, you go talk to him.
Okay.
Okay.
Samson, go with her or whatever.
I'll come with you.
Bodyguard.
Yeah, we got this. Can we land?
No. I'm feeling like maybe we don't land until after we talk to them.
Why is everyone so scared? They're so cute. Look
They're
at their big
adorable.
eyes. They're fuzzy.
Ben, how many things have attacked us that were adorable, fuzzy, and or something of the like?
No, the catfish was kind of fuzzy.
Yeah, remember that plant? Hey, stop it, Akron, because he'll do it.
We should ask permission first, so we will talk before we touch.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so hover, I guess, near the plant.
Near the creatures, they're not plants.
The creatures, not the plant-like creatures.
Okay.
Hello.
You have speak with animals?
Let's go to animals. Oh, wait, did I? Hold on. Let me do a little cheeky check.
I thought you only had speak with plants.
But I thought they spoke Sylvan. That's just a language.
They do speak Sylvan.
But you have to speak to it with speak with plants. Not speak with animals.
No, I suppose you could speak Sylvan to them without, yeah.
Okay, but we'll just say it in Sylvan. Hello. Nope. Hey. What do we want to know from the? We are
food.
Oh, we are not food.
Food.
Would you like food? What do you eat?
Food. It looks at the tree.
Oh, was that? Oh, your food is gone now?
Food?
What are they saying, Prey?
They want food. They're hungry. I think their food was the tree, but the tree is kind of dead.
Like fruit or anything in the tree?
Hey, I'm not just your good berry dispensary. I have spell slots.
We all have spell slots.
I feel like we're doing a lot of arguing on this trip.
Maybe they need mayo. Can I get some mayo out of my alchemy drug and try and...
Let
me pour mayonnaise out of the sky onto these.
What if they're allergic to it? Don't just
Ludin and
fly over the
Samson.
tree, Eggy.
Ludin and Samson, you do see markings on the tree trunk as you get closer to this little area with your passive investigation.
They
So is the
tried
tree
to
dead or
climb
died?
it. I don't know. You speak the trees?
It looks like words.
But the last time I talked to a tree like this, it didn't go well.
Oh, it looks like words? Okay.
The
Hey.
last time I talked to a tree.
There's writing on the base of the tree. I don't speak any language except common, goblin, and undercommon. So I'm probably not going to speak the language of the Fae.
Where did you learn goblin?
Yeah, where'd you learn to speak goblin?
Yes, why do you speak goblin?
Why is everybody all of a sudden upset?
Esperise is gonna start
You
lowering
announced
down
it.
to the level of the writing. Is it low enough where she'd have to land to read it, or is it on the side of the tree higher up?
You can you can get close enough to the ground, like without touching the ground to read it.
I'm gonna speak in Sylvan. Excuse me, pardon me. I'm just going to be reading a moment here. Let me know if you need more space, okay?
I speak Sylvan. I know what they're saying.
Oh, sorry. You go food.
They're gonna eat you, Esper.
I throw them a chocolate chip muffin.
Wait, I'm gonna try.
It clatters to the ground and rolls. They look down at it and they go.
Oh.
No food.
Let's bring them to the tree. Let's bring them up into it.
I'm gonna read what the tree says.
The tree says.
I just want them not to dive bomb and eat my legs while.
Yeah, they swarm. There are tons of them. There's probably like 10 that just kind of swarm around the muffin, and they just each one like as it approaches, and they're like, oh, like they're very sad.
My poor little spicy mayo on top of the muffin.
Sure.
Just in case.
They're still sad. they go.
They're even sadder.
Ludin, will you please cast good?
I don't think they eat good berries.
I just want to try something.
Teresa, any luck reading
While
the
you
tree?
guys,
Ludin said, this is not a good berry tree. It's not what I want.
You look at the tree, the writing in Sylvan on the tree, and it says 7 tunes, 7 rooms. All 7 bring the blooms. All must choose till left with one. Then together a song is spun.
Musical episode.
Okay.
I think we have to sing.
I say it all out loud. Can I?
It's
does
not
it
going
look
to
like
be
there's-
in a chat anywhere.
I'm putting it in the chat. Hold on.
So what I am seeing here is,
Can I look around to see, are there like openings anywhere where it's like, oh, here's one of 7 places we can go inside of, or are the tunes more metaphorical? Because it sounds like there's 6 rooms, there's going to be 1 left over, and we all go in and we like all whoo on a big pipe and we play a song together. That's what I've decided the puzzle is.
You look around and there is just as you see on your screen here, there's an orange, yellow, blue, green, purple, red, and pink rock that surround this massive tree. There isn't any writing as you kind of hover around. There isn't any writing on any of the stones, but
okay. I
the
tell
green one.
everyone what it said. Yeah, I'm going to the orange one and I share with everyone what I read.
Wait, why'd you... Okay.
Can I touch the rock?
Which one would you like to touch?
The green one. Naturally.
You disappear.
What?
Yep. I knew it. Everybody likes to just touch stuff, as we always do.
You just
Yeah.
all
Every-
watch. You disappear.
I think this is what's supposed to happen. We're all supposed to go into little tombs individually. This is fine. I'm gonna touch the
Then?
orange one.
You touch the orange one. You disappear.
Yeah, Luda looks at
Everybody pick
Afro.
different
Luda
Like
looks
to
at
point
Afro.
out-
First day. Yeah, this is how it was. Day 1, man.
I mean, like, y'all just...
Come on. Let's go touch it. Let's go touch a rock.
There's
That's
only
nice.
6 of us. We need Cynthia to touch the 7th one.
No, there's supposed to be 1 left over. It said in the rhyme.
Does
Oh.
it matter which one or just...
I
Your
guess that's-
favorite color. What's your thematic color, Prayaria?
That's the pink one.
Okay.
Bye, Akron.
Prey goes for purple.
Bye, Prey.
Hi.
Yo, I think there's a red one, right?
Yes.
Samson,
Red,
pick
yeah,
one.
you
What are you doing?
move yourselves onto the ones that you're touching.
Ludin has to pick red.
I believe Esperise was
y'all know that.
orange.
I definitely pick red.
I can be
What's
blue.
Esperise is
Blue.
orange. Ludin, you're the only one left. There's yellow and red.
Put me on red. I gotta put my mic back together, fella.
Samson, why are you doing this?
Why am I
Your color
doing
is
this?
not blue, my guy.
Am I not blue? What's
You're
that?
orange, but Esperie's
Everybody
too
else
orange.
likes
Ice Race
gold.
is
But it's kind of a gold. You could also be yellow.
I didn't think you guys would pick the colors that were your characters.
What did you think we were gonna do?
I didn't anticipate that. I mean, I wanted him to be rainbow regardless. Like a nice little throw nod to Pride Month for this puzzle challenge.
Samson's room reflects how he's feeling right now because of Samir.
Yes.
Oh.
All right. We'll start with Finn, since Finn was the very first individual to touch a rock. Finn, you just, woo! You find yourself in a room completely green. Stone, rock with columns and curls. Oh, it almost feels like a temple room. And you see music notes carved into the rock, surrounding the walls, up to the ceiling, on the floor, and they seem to be kind of coming together and coagulating into one point in the room. They get denser as you look further onward. And at the far end, you see what looks to almost be like a horn that kind of like goes into the wall, and there's an inscription at the bottom of the wall. Oh,
Okay.
under the horn.
I'm gonna go forward and read it.
It says, "A stone, a boulder on the breeze, a pang of notes you must seize. Look back where when it all began, a king his crown, no mere man." Yours is the hardest one.
Oh God, no! Okay. Are you putting it in the chat somewhere?
Yeah.
Yes. It's in Facebook.
Okay. Fizz just gonna like stare blankly for a moment. Like, I wish Acker was here. He knows about music. I don't know anything about music. Okay, a king, his crown, no mere man. Okay. Can I tap on the horn?
Sure, you can touch the horn or tap it or whatever. It's
Okay,
made out of
okay.
stone and it's like built into the wall.
Okay. Where it all began. Can I blow on the horn?
It's like it's almost like a it's not like a horn to blow on. It almost looks like a like the God, what is it called? Like on a gramophone where it kind of flutes out and like goes into the wall. Like it flutes out almost like a flower, like a gramophone, and it just goes down into the wall.
Okay, so I have to do something with this horn. Okay.
Yours is the hardest one.
Can we skip me for a moment?
We can
Why
come
don't
back
you
to
go
you.
through each person and then we go back?
I'm just gonna stand there staring blankly and sweating.
I believe Esperise was the next one.
This is gonna be a challenge with horns. I'm so excited.
Esperise.
Orange.
You see the exact same thing as Finn, except your room is orange. And you see the words, "A tune must be sung, not east, not north, not west. Glass on a finger, on strings that are strung. What simple bard who is blessed?"
So south is the first part. You wrote the second half in the messenger chat because I can't be on the Twitch right now because my laptop will be very upset. It's a glass.
In Messenger or on Twitch?
In Messenger. I can't be on the Twitch right now because this is all simply too much for my phone to handle. Not east, not north, not so south. Glass on a finger on strings that are strung. Glass on a finger on strings that are strung. What's simple bard?
Who's next? We'll come back to you, Esperise.
I think we're gonna see all of them.
Okay.
I'm blue.
Samson, blue. Dear Bard, the lights are lit. The time has come, I must admit. The curtain drawn upon the stage, the audience you must now engage.
And there's just a horn.
And there's just a horn.
All right, hit me up. What I got? I'm on that red grind.
All right, Red, Christian. I love this so much. I didn't plan for this. A tune of the dark, from a topic of flame, to pierce thy tongue with notes untame.
Is it hard rock? Is that what we're going for here? And there's still a horn.
There's a horn in your room.
Luda's gonna first off cast detect magic to see what type of magic he has in his room, if there is any.
I guess maybe enchantment? Just the horn, maybe?
Okay, so the horn is enchanted. A tune of the dark from a topic of flame. I'm on a highway to hell. Something like that.
Ad rock.
All right, Prayaria.
Hello.
You were purple?
Yes.
Poetry of lyrics bold, speaking words with speeds untold, timing, taming, truth we naming, sing with beats and start proclaiming.
We know Prayaria's got a rap. Prayaria has a rap. That's the only one I've gotten so far.
I guess Luda just looks and goes, ah!
Screamo immediately.
Does my horn glow or something after this?
It starts to glow.
Yes.
Initially, it was a little bit of a different one that I was going for, but that was so good. I'll take that. Continue, please continue, Christian.
Well, he will just be doing that for the while. Just
you have to. There's got to be lyrics.
Oh well, those are the lyrics to the song, aren't they? It's doom dicka 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 doom.
You gotta sing about fire. It says from a topic of flame.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, let me go find the lyrics to. I don't even know what the song is called. Song.
An immigrant
oh my
song.
god, it came up.
Immigrant song?
An immigrant song.
It came up.
It's called Immigrant Song?
It is, but it came up. That's what I said.
I think it's like the jungle or something.
Thunderstruck, isn't it? That's
Immigrant
Thunderstruck.
song.
Oh,
that's
no. All right, y'all. I'm gonna be singing the immigrant song from Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
I don't think I.
All right, so is praise in the chat?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Which one was yours? Poetry of lyrics, most speaking words. Okay.
All right, hit me with it, Christian.
It's well, it's not the best, y'all. I'm trying to find where they are in the song. I found the lyrics, but I can't keep up. Once I hit the again, I got you.
Oh crap! I accidentally hit the battlefield. Hold on. Sorry about that. Great.
We come from the land of the ice and snow, from the midnight sun where the hot springs flow.
Is that how Ludin looks? He's just like
at the time of his life.
I like that everything is done with that same intent.
The horn starts glowing very bright as you begin singing those lyrics into it, Christian. And immediately the horn cracks and the magic just bursts out towards you. And you are immediately back where you were. You're standing on
singing.
You're standing on the ground now, and the little fuzzies are just like, and they just kind of like waddle up to you.
Ludin will go.
And they just kind of like one of them just sidles up next to you like a cat, like.
Oh, good, they're not gonna kill me. And he's just looking around, waiting for everybody else, I guess.
You now have like a red aura glowing around you.
I want to try something. Unless, do we want to get through everybody else's before anybody else tries?
Yeah, let me go ahead and give Akron his real quick so he can think on his.
I bet.
All right. Shattered glass, broken things, pain of lips and loss, it stings. I could have, should have, no, maybe you. What's the point when it is through?
We're not here with emo.
And I don't want the world to see me.
All right.
We just have to perform these? Is that what it is?
Yeah. I feel like she might be going for specific songs.
I think mine is by the Rolling Stones, but I don't know.
It's Do you guys need a hint?
A specific song. Mine is.
It doesn't have to be a specific song.
And then, what simple bard who is blessed? 'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free, 'tis the gift to come down where I ought to be. I had to look this up, and when we find ourselves in this place just right, we'll be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, bound to bed we shan't be. It's South is in like Southern Baptist, presumably.
Or a country song.
It doesn't have to be a specific song.
Sweet Alabama.
It can be much more broader than that. Like it.
Okay. So for a glass string instrument, there's something called a glass harmonica. Am I going in the right direction? Were you thinking glass harmonica?
I think you're overthinking it a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
Sing a southern song, my lady.
So one of you go next. I want to hear Arena rap.
Hold on, I have to find.
Yeah, Arena's is definitely rap.
I guess Luden's just out here by himself, still
What?
thinking.
So what was the answer? Luden's answer was like rock and roll.
Luden's answer was basically any dark song, like an alternative song, like the clue was like hot topic, a topic of flame.
That makes sense. Okay.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Is mine religious?
Let me go through it.
Is mine a breakup song?
You'll have to sing one. In
Hell
order.
yeah! Hold up. Let me. Don't make me pull out the Taylor Swift now. What's that song? Something breakup song. What's it called?
Just look it up, bro.
This is the potential breakup song. Allie and AJ.
Yeah, they finally let him say fucking.
Oh, is that what it is? Allie and AJ.
Allie and AJ sung it.
Yes. They re-released it not too long ago with the curse words.
Wow. So if I sing potential breakup song, I'm free. Is that how this works?
You won't know until you sing it.
That's a chance I'm willing to take. I gotta hear how it goes first, though. Hang on.
Okay,
Look
I'll
it
go
up.
first. Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene. Now please don't take him even though you can. Your beauty is beyond compare with flaming locks of auburn hair. I could go on, but do you want me to?
I'm just gonna wait till you stop. Your horn begins to glow a vibrant orange. The light just cracks the horn and shoots right through you, and you are back. And you see Luden. And Luden has like two fuzzy creatures like rubbing up against him like cats.
And I cannot compare to
Luda just looks up and says, I am their god. Where's everybody else?
I think Finn's is marimba music about Jesus. That's all.
I think mine's a religious song, so I'm writing a song to Levi.
King, his crown, no near man. These people take it forever, Esperise.
He deserves my best. Okay, Ludin.
I think that I don't know what mine is. It's the lights are lit, the curtain drawn. I think it's like a musical theater.
Musical theater.
Yeah,
Is it?
Imagine if I would have got that.
Oh, I would have loved that one. Okay.
Is that right? Okay, I'm gonna go with it. I don't know that.
It's an opening number. The curtains are drawn.
They're opening the now show.
Got mine ready. You ready?
Did you? While Daniel formulates his. Are you ready?
I have to look up a musical verse. Okay.
Okay.
And I haven't watched Hamilton in a long time. So
Look up something rotten. I think this is a good one and appropriate for this.
It's hard to be the bard, baby.
All right, Danny. Well, Samson pulls up some lyrics.
Okay. You ready for it? Okay. My God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. My God is an awesome God.
You wrote that about Levi?
No, I didn't write it. I decided to just pull it out of my...
I've heard this one before.
I was like, it sounds startlingly familiar.
I can add to it if you like. My magic, my faith, and my sling, dedicated to my trickster king. He's awesome. Please let me out of this riddle. I'm trying my best.
Nothing happens.
Oh God!
The wrong one.
It's religious though.
It's either that or nationalism.
Bangs his head against the stone. Nationalism. Oh my God.
Patriotic song. Where's business? They're taking forever. Ludin might go and see if he can attach one of those.
Finn, it's the king of rock.
The only king I know is the king of my life, which is my God.
It's Elvis. It's a rock, and then it's the king. It's gotta be Elvis.
I don't know who this Elvis is. All right, I'll look up an Elvis song.
All right. Well, Finn does that. Samson, are you ready?
Maybe. I'm gonna go with the story of tonight from the Hamilton. So you ready? I may not live to see our glory.
He may not live to see his glory.
But I will gladly join the fight.
But he will gladly join the fight.
And when our children tell our stories.
And when our children tell our stories.
They'll tell the story of tonight.
They'll tell
Have another round tonight.
Let's have another round tonight.
Let's have another round tonight.
Samson, your horn glows a very vibrant blue, and the same thing happens to you, and you appear right back in front of the tree in mid-song. Let's have another round. And you see Esperise and Ludin.
Raise a glass to freedom.
He talks about you in his sleep. It's all that.
All of those songs are stuck in your head now.
All right, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm not gonna do potential breakup song. There's way too many lyrics. But I'm ready though. All right, here we go. Hang on. Gotta look at the lyrics. I remember when we broke up the first time, saying this is it, I've had enough. Cause like we had each other in the months. What? You said you didn't needed space. What? Oh my God, it's going so fast.
He's like, I've never been broken up before.
Right away. You break up. You call me. I love you. Ooh. But ooh.
Wow.
I'm telling you that we are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. Give us up. I don't know these words are the things, but we are never, ever, ever, ever back together.
As you sing this, your horn glows a very vibrant pink, cracks, and immediately you are brought back to the tree. We are never getting back together, and you appear before Esperise, Ludin, and Samson.
Again. You don't know what it means to be Jolene.
Oh.
All right, Prearia and Finn.
Okay. This one's also dedicated to Livy. Are you ready? Okay.
What a hound dog.
Okay. You look like an angel. You walk like an angel. Talk like an angel. But I got wise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh yeah, you're the devil in disguise. Fooled me with your kisses. You cheated and you schemed. Heaven knows how you lied to me. You're not the way you seemed. Ta-da!
Yay!
Yeah! Fiddle-eye! Yours was rock. And yes, your horn turns a vibrant green, cracks, and you are brought back.
I'd like to make an argument that my first one was Christian rock.
It's like the subsect.
I think we all know those are different things.
One's the devil's music and one's not.
One of them's good and one of them's
But the king was referring to Elvis, right? Or am I crazy? Okay,
It was.
okay.
It was.
I thought the king was Jesus too.
Oh dear, pray.
It was a resurrection riddle.
All right, Prearia.
This do Rap God by Eminem.
The rock is the one they had to roll away
I've been
from in
beginning
front of
to
Jesus'
feel like
tomb.
Let's see, what was that song? I believe it was Drop Top Push, Rolling on my wrist, diamonds up and down my chain, body be straight stunting, can't tell me nothing, bust up and now I changed the game. It's my big Bronx boogie got all them boys shook, my big fat ass got all them boys hooked. I went from dollar bills and now I am popping rubber bands. Bruno, sing to me while I do my money dance. Like hey. I am flexing on the gram like hey.
Oh my god, that was amazing. Prearia, your horn turns a vibrant purple, cracks, splitting, and you are also brought back. As you appear in front of everyone, you see the small creatures just kind of like, they kind of like hopping up and down. And as you are all brought back, you immediately, as you see Prearia, are brought to a yellow room.
This is the group project.
Oh no.
Hold on, everyone.
We got this.
I think this is kind
I'm
of fun.
so
Okay.
glad that yellow is the last one, that ended up being
Yeah.
the last one.
We have to hold hands while we sing.
No, we
everyone.
don't. That didn't say
Will.
that. Then. Oh my
It'll
goodness.
help.
I'm not.
Birthday.
No, it has
Ludin
to.
starts to read. What does this thing say?
What is it?
Ludin
reaches for his hand.
Technically, you can't read it because it's in Sylvan.
Ludin's trying. He's like, it says.
I go up to read it, and I go up. I do the same thing. Like, oh, it says you have to hold hands, and then
Yeah, you have to not hold hands, and then I know it's a
No, it says
mistranslation.
hold hands, and then-
All right, it says, "O innocence, we envy thee. Sing to us your reverie. Painted pictures move to delight. Oh, the stories, what a sight."
Disney music. This is from animated movies.
or movie related movie songs.
We need the
Can't
best
you
Disney
see
music
what's
that defines all of us.
They don't have a clue.
They'll fall in love, and here's the bottom line.
We are down to 2.
And you feel the love tonight. Vin's gonna hug Luden.
Oh my god!
We put arms around each other.
Perfect harmony.
Let's now I gotta look up the words. God,
As you all kumbaya hugging each other, the last horn cracks, and you are all sent out to the main tree.
So you did have to hold hands.
No, you didn't. That wasn't a part of. I read it. Okay.
It didn't start glowing until we were hungry.
All of the rocks begin to glow, and you see the little creatures getting very excited. They're like, "Grr, grr, grr, grr," and they all kind of like begin to move, looking at the tree. And you watch as one single bloom begins to unfold, and swelling from that bloom, you see a very large pomegranate.
Pineapples.
And as this pomegranate begins to take shape, you immediately are like, these little fuzzy creatures are getting so excited. They're kind of sidled up next to each of you, kind of like rubbing themselves like a cat. And you immediately see as their arms shoot out like rubber bands, very spindly. Their legs just kind of like propel themselves upward, and their limbs extend nearly 10 feet. And their jaws unhinge, and they're like, and they begin making their way towards the pomegranate.
I would like to try something real quick.
There's only one?
So far.
I would like to try something real quick. I would like to cast plant growth and enrich the land. See if more pomegranates grow or something else grows.
How long does it take to cast plant growth?
One
action.
Oh yeah, no, I think it does take longer to do. Well, at the least I can do is, yeah, it takes
like an hour.
Oh yeah, shit. No, it takes 8 hours to enrich the land. Okay, screw that. I'm just gonna cast plant growth to maybe kind of stop them from I can, using one action, I can choose a point within range and in a 100-foot radius, make everything thick and overgrown.
Yep, I'm hopping on my dragonfly. I'm gonna.
So I'm doing that to slow them down.
Mage hand.
Hold on, everybody. We're about to roll initiative.
This is an initiative type situation. And I think that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Okay.
We're being attacked.
Let me
We
show
sang a nice song
everybody
and now
my
we're being
little fey gremlins here.
I knew we were gonna have to fight these things. I almost cast plant growth on the tree before we did this whole thing.
Little fey gremlins.
Oh my god, they're so cute though.
No, they're not. They're evil. They're gremlins after dark. Somebody fed them and now we have to put them all down. Let's not.
We don't have to kill them. We just can't let them eat.
But they need to eat. They're hungry.
Yep.
You know what I'm hungry for?
Revenge.
My father's come up.
a little brain slurpee.
Oh yeah, this is
good. We can just do it again, right? Like, can we pop down there? Well, why don't we take a pomegranate? Somebody keeps it up there, and then we go through all the holes again and make some more fruit.
Only one has bloomed thus far. So
you have to sing harder, guys.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say, Lord, is if more don't bloom soon, like within the next round soon. These things, I mean, it's just gonna be combat because they're gonna be getting too close. Spells will be cast, and then we're gonna be, you know.
Cool. It's cool. Did my plant growth go off, or are we doing it?
No. It would have gone straight into initiative once they started to like.
Got you.
Yeah.
If we cover it in spicy mayo, they won't touch it, guys.
I bet you they will.
I don't think that's true, Finn.
Finn, they grew limbs.
There are new friends.
If anybody has played Poppy Playtime, it's like the bendy spaghetti mommy who like their arms just
bendy
like
spaghetti mommy.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Poppy's Playtime. It's
yeah.
Mommy long legs. That's essentially who these little guys are inspired by. Mommy long legs.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
If as long as Akron wins initiative, we'll be fine.
Man, if I win initiative, we'll be fine.
No, you'll just kill everything.
Yes, I will.
Please don't.
I win initiative will be fine. Everyone will be fine.
Everyone else's initiative before looting is to stop looting.
Is to stop looting from murdering everything.
He has a plus 12 to initiative, so y'all get it.
Lauren, this is terrifying.
What did she say?
Oh, the thing.
That's what these little creatures are inspired by, mommy long legs. As their limbs just get longer. They were little basketballs, and now their limbs have just gotten longer. But thank you everyone for joining us this evening. We hope you enjoyed our musical episode.
Yeah.
Let me thank our new
after show where I will be doing the entirety of Jolene start to finish while everyone has to sit there silently.
Thank you, Dire Bear GM, for the raid of 5 viewers. Thank you, Bearded Fortress, for the follow. If you enjoyed our show this evening, please consider supporting us with a follow or subscribing with that Prime sub that you got, if you have Prime. True Prime. Amazon Prime. We also have other shows on our channel. Wednesdays, we have our Iron Valor show where we play through Wizard of the Coast modules. We are currently playing through Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Deanna DMs that game. You'll also see Danny and Raina in that game as well. What can we expect this week?
Oh!
Deanna!
I wasn't ready! What you can expect this week, they are currently in the final arc. They are in the lands of the future, and they have decided to split the party. We're very excited. They are entering into the Motherhorn, which is an enormous theater of the future that is owned by the marionette mistress herself, Endalyn Moongrave. We're gonna have a good time.
Yes, you can join us Wednesday for that at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Iron Valor is also a little bit different. We use Iron Valor tokens that you earn just by watching the show. And you can use those points to grant luck to the players. You can bless the party. You can curse the DM during fights. It's a lot of fun. So you can join us Wednesdays for that. Any short rest this week, guys?
We'll be filming another episode of Dating
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we'll be filming it, but it won't be coming out this week, most likely. We'll let you know. Follow us on Twitter to find out.
There's a weird thing happening.
Oh, there is a weird thing. Play weird.
Oh, yes,
this
Thursday.
Yes. Danny, tell us about that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Let me pull it up. Because I believe it's okay. Let me get the time real quick. Keep talking.
All right. Well, we have had the pleasure of partnering some of our cast members with Weird Games. If you play Malifaux or if you play Through the Breach, they create all of that. They also created Vagrant Song, which is a new board game. They've created a lot of really cool little board games and tabletop RPG games, and we have partnered with their channel. You'll be able to see some of our cast play some games over there on Thursday.
Yeah, it's going to be a debut episode. You're going to be able to meet the cast that is going to be on that channel. It's our cast, but also their cast. We're sharing. It's amazing. It's going to be character creation on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Central Standard.
Eastern time.
Yes.
All right.
So the 16th.
Super exciting. So you can check that out on Thursday. Other than that, we hope you had an awesome time here. We'll be back with more Fate's End next Monday. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time every Monday. But other than that, we're going to raid. Please stick with us as we raid and continue to share the love in this awesome community. We are going to be raiding Dungeon Master's Diary. So let's do so. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you all next time. Let's raid!